Wendigo encounter. I used to live in Wisconsin, Ho-Chunk land. Although I never truly believed in any lore or mythology, I always respected the cultural traditions and history associated with our land. It was the middle of winter, and I had recently moved back into my parents' house. Their house was on top of a hill surrounded by forestry, literally out of a horror movie, I always told my friends. I'd been very depressed with the surrounding situation of moving back home. Unsure of my future, I had been tough on myself, merely getting up for food and to play games. Feelings the week leading up to the sighting, depressed, lost hope, and an unfamiliar rage almost bloodthirsty. I know that sounds strange and alarming. I dealt with depression my whole life, but this was something more intense. One night, walking past our porch's glass sliding door, I heard a creak coming from the floorboards outside. In an instant I looked up and was struck with fear, and I had frozen. There was a tall, hunchbacked figure with a torn-up black robe-like article covering himself. The figure was turned slightly, allowing me to see its face, but all I saw was a sunken-in eye, almost a hole where the eye is supposed to be. Still frozen, I looked down and away, trying to calm down. I walked past the door out of its line of sight. As I did so, I heard another step on the porch. I turned to look, and it had disappeared. Panicked, I went to my bedroom to draw what I had just seen. I couldn't draw it for more than 30 seconds without feeling sick from looking at the image. After doing so, I searched up the lore and mythology of the area. To my dismay, an image exactly like the one I drew pulls up, a Wendigo. I told my family and some close friends, to which some laughed and others warned me. My girlfriend stayed with me the next day, and we planned on doing a ritual of some sort, which she said would help. We were out on the back door porch talking about the Wendigo's likes/dislikes, I heard they don't like lights, it sounds childish, but I was so scared I swear a porch would scare him off, I thought. As I had said that, the light literally burned out and shut off, leaving us in the dark. We both froze in disbelief, again struck with unease. I turned to her, and we both run back inside, flicking the light switch to try to turn it back on. No luck. The next day she brings back sage and tells me to say some things while it's burning. The next week goes by with nothing but fear in me. My pops decides to buy a deer camera and put it up on the back porch. We usually see lots being surrounded by the forest. A month goes by, and my parents decide to sell the house out of nowhere and never let me see the deer camera. I frankly didn't want to see any more and didn't want to ask any questions, so I let it go. It was definitely not a fun time in my life, and I am still looking for clarity and comfort. Thank you for listening to this, and I hope nobody has to go through what I did.